Peace to the guys in the earth. I want to say something, right? It's okay to be chaotic. That's what your melanin is unexpressed. You are chaos. You are love. You are light. You are darkness. You are higher self. You are lower self. You are feminine. You are masculine. You are God and the devil. You choose. And choose wisely today. Ashe.
I've been A1 since day.
And I couldn't agree more. Which is why I'm the devil.
We present to you Aram Productions.
What's good, everybody? If you're a first time viewer of my content or this video, make sure you like the video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Shout out to Mr. Courtney Braille. Man, this man here has great music. I've been following this man since probably like late 2018 going into 2019. And this man music is A1. And the man is on the come up. He made a song with Boogie. So highly encourage y'all to look at his content on YouTube, Apple Music, all the other type of good stuff. He recently did an interview. I don't know if it's on YouTube. Maybe you can find it on YouTube. I haven't watched it in its fullness, but highly encourage you to look into this man. This man is very intelligent. Get into the basis of this topic. You are light and darkness in one. You are God and the devil. You are what they call yin and yang in one, masculine and feminine energy. What we have done in this society is that we have identified what is seen as the masculine energy as good and the feminine energy as deemed as evil. Masculinity has more so of an order or an organized pattern with its energy, which is why we call that order, which is why the masculine is also called the grand architect. This is also where we get the whole terminology with the father, the pater. We're dealing with patterns, okay? We're dealing with direction. When you're dealing with the feminine energy, you're dealing with something that is more chaotic, all right? Which is why we call the feminine energy chaos. So it does all other type of things. It creates substance, it creates matter, it creates material. And so this is where we get the whole terminology of matter, mother, mater. And so the feminine energy is matter. All right. That's where we get the substance. This is where we have the universe, Mother Nature, Mother Earth, so on and so forth. One cannot live without the other. I do not care what you hear in the church, and I do not care what you hear in the spiritual, pro-conscious, pro-black conscious community. All right. Because you're going to hear two different sides, that the man came first, and you're going to hear in the conscious community the woman came first. Both came into existence because one cannot live without the other. Okay. So when you're dealing with masculine energy and feminine energy, they both came together. You have yin and you have yang. You have yab and you have yum. Okay. You have the mother, father, asar, aset. You're always going to have this dynamic between the masculine and the feminine because they cannot live without each other. Because in order for you to identify matter, you have to have pattern. So he makes it very known that you are light, you are darkness, you are love, you are peace, you are chaos, all in one. We choose each day which persona, which deity that we want to be today. And I mentioned that y'all should be a member. Join. All you got to do is go on my page and become a member. And we're getting into the basis of talking about deities and personifying ourselves with putting on a mask or an archetype in order for us to reach our higher self or our true potential. So become a member. We're getting into that stuff. And I will be coming out with a video this weekend concerning more on the basis of that. Getting back to the topic at hand, we're going to be dealing with Haruset. Haruset is the perfect example of what Mr. Courtney is talking about here, where we are dealing with light and darkness, masculine and feminine energy. This is get thee behind me, Satan. When Jesus told Peter, get thee behind me, Satan, he was not rebuking the devil. He was not casting the devil away. He was telling the devil, or that which he was going up against, his flesh, his carnal self, or what we call the carnal self, is to get behind me. He was giving it direction. He was giving it order. Some people don't realize that even within order, you can become a little too strict. And within chaos, you can become a little reckless. So you have to find a middle ground, the narrow path, in order for you to become your higher self. When you see Jesus riding on a donkey, that is him having possession or having authority over his lower self. Whenever you see the dragon slayer riding the dragon instead of slaying the dragon, he is having power over his lower self. That is when you become your highest potential, when you can not only compromise with your shadow, compromise with your beasts, compromise with the dragon in the cave, but y'all can compromise enough to where you can utilize your lowest and your deepest potentials. Those things which you tried to hold back. In this world, they will always try to tell you that you have to pick a side. You're either going to be on God's side, or you're going to be on the devil's side. You're either going to be on the good side, you're going to be on the bad side. You're either going to be on the light side or the dark side, like in Star Wars. But a man cannot serve two masters, so he must become his own. You are the only person that controls the things that you do in this world. You are responsible for your blessings, and you are also responsible for your curses. You're the one that you have to look in the mirror to every day, before you go to sleep and when you wake up. Judgment Day happens every day. It doesn't happen in the afterlife. Judgment Day happens when you go to sleep and you think about the things that you've done throughout the whole day, what you could have done better, what you will do better. That is Judgment Day. Last but not least, as Courtney said, it is okay to be chaotic. Some of us love to be chaotic as long as you're not harming other people, as long as you're not doing something that is reckless, which some of y'all will do when you're being chaotic. But there's nothing wrong with being chaotic. It's all within your nature. Being chaotic or being demonic is you being divine within your rightful being. So you may get away with manipulation. You may get away with persuasion. You may get away with lust. You may get away with having a roster of women. You may get away with doing certain things and it may be seen as chaotic. But the way that you live your life may be different from how somebody else lives their life. And if you're living your life to the best of your ability, living in that manner, as long as you have order, as long as you know what you're doing, and in the long run, you're doing what benefits you, then by all means do so. Because what I define as good and evil may be different from how you define what good and evil is. Good and evil altogether is subjective. What you do may be deemed as bad for one person, but what you do may also be deemed as something good. You may be living your best life. Baphomet in the background may appear to you as evil. It may spook you out. But when you study the true symbolism of what Baphomet is representing balance, is representing the mastermind, is representing the perfected black man. But to you, he may be seen as the devil, which is so far from the truth in terms of a man with horns and a pitchfork. But share your thoughts concerning the whole matters at hand in the comment section below. Let me know how you feel about this whole topic at hand. How do you feel about being chaos and order in one? How do you feel concerning what Mr. Courtney Bell had to say concerning your God and the devil, and you choose what to be? I'm telling you, you don't have to choose. Become one. Put the two, let the two become one, and become the best you possible. Become the demonstrator and set the example. But share your thoughts in the comment section below. Let's have a conversation about this. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and share this video with other people. And like the video. I give you time right now to like the video because it will help out with the algorithm and get this video out to more people. Until next time, I'm Tyrone, and I am out.
Long as I got God, black women, and the squad.